Secondly, just to speak quickly to an issue that I raised last time dealing with transportation and the bond issue. A few weeks back, it might have been a little bit longer than that now, the newspaper did a pretty good editorial on the outer connector. I don't know if anybody saw that and was able to read that. But basically, the gist of it was that a lack of planning has put us in a situation where the outer connector to the west, which was proposed many years ago, back in the 90s, and was opposed by a different conglomerate of individuals who, were opposed to it for various reasons. I'll leave it at that. Have basically put us into a situation where our traffic in our area is just, it's. I don't know if anybody was out this past weekend. It's pretty bad, and it continues to get bad, and it will continue to get even worse. A couple years ago, about 3 years ago, I had brought forward and proposed putting a line on a map for the southwestern part of the outer connector to extend the Spotsylvania Parkway, which was proffered during the Lease Park rezoning as part of that connection. And as the first step of that connection, to then take that out and eventually connect it as we go out to Gordon and to Old Plank and eventually Route 3. I would hope that in the future we can have a work session, especially as we get closer to budget time, to really drill down on what we're going to do with transportation. The state, while they have made an effort with Smart Scale, has scaled back the amount of money that they put into it. I really don't foresee them stepping up and putting any more money above and beyond what they are currently doing. Our road projects that were in the last Smart Scale, I think failed. Almost all of them failed. We got a couple that moved ahead, but the big ones did fail. Since this came out, I put it out onto social media and had an awful lot of response. And in addition to that, the community notices for rezonings that are coming out, I've been posting those too. And I will tell you that people are quite upset with just the lack of plan. It seems that building is going on, and I'm speaking really to the Massaponax area as it continues to grow and grow, and traffic continues to pile up. One of the things that I think that we need to also recognize that this is not a district issue. It's not Battlefield versus Livingston or Salem or anybody. This is a county issue. And to highlight that, I would like to say, too, that the majority of money that we have spent in the past several years has been down in the Thornburg area because it's needed. And that is how we need to do our transportation fixes. But we also can't just sit back and say, well, we finish that project, and we wait, because as we know, the state takes a long time to get these projects moving. It takes a long time to get the funding streams moving. It takes a long time to get 4 votes on board to move these projects ahead. And I really hope that in the future we can come together with an even more precise and strategic plan when it comes to transportation. I know we have our 6-year plan, we have our thoroughfare plan, we have those different things, but we need to really start putting together an overall plan of how these are all interconnected and how they will actually make our transportation system and our traffic in our county better in the future. Thank you.